So I'd like to welcome everyone to the info session for George Brown College Marketing Diploma Programs. My name is Lori Footerer, and I'm one of the coordinators for the undergraduate marketing diploma programs here at the college. The business marketing programs I'm going to discuss with you today will really open doors to opportunities in the exciting and fast-moving field of marketing. And by the end of the session, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of the requirements to get into the program, what the program encompasses, as well as career opportunities for after your time at George Brown. So in terms of a bit of an agenda for today, I'm going to be covering, first of all, the admission requirements for the program. Then we'll move into a program overview, and I'll talk specifically about the keys to success in a marketing diploma program for students at George Brown. And then after that, we'll go into some detail about the specific program options, give you a brief overview of the courses that you will be taking, as well as address some extracurricular options we have at the college. And then we're going to finish off the discussion with some information about career and postgraduate opportunities available to you once you leave the walls of George Brown College. So let's jump into the admission requirements. In terms of what you need to qualify to be accepted into the marketing diploma program at George Brown, there are several things. You need an Ontario Secondary School diploma or equivalent, and within that is grade 12 English, so college or university level, as well as grade 11 math, which is the mixed or university, or grade 12 math, college or university. Now, mature student status could be granted to people 19 years of age or over, and they would have to complete an assessment for English or math, or also might consider upgrading credits in those areas to get acceptance. The other thing that I wanted to point out is English language proficiency. I really want to stress that it's really important in this program. There are tons of communication required in the discipline of marketing and in the program itself. There's large group work component, presentations, both oral and written communication skills are really essential for success. So keep that in mind when you're evaluating if this program would be a good fit for you or not. Now, in terms of a program overview, the field of marketing is very broad, and therefore this program offers you a wide range of content. You know, the courses and information that you're going to absorb with your time is going to help you determine what path of marketing you would like to pursue. The learning experience is hands-on, very project-based. We work with lots of industry partners, incorporating case studies, and really trying to give the students a real feel for how it would be to work in the field of marketing. Some of the more specific things that we cover throughout the program might be learning to develop an integrated marketing communication campaign or strategy for marketing products or goods or services. You'll learn about market research, and you'll be conducting primary and secondary market research to provide information to clients to make market decisions. We'll help you work on developing strategies to establish effective working relationships with clients and customers and consumers. You might look at new marketing products and evaluate the viability of them, both in Canadian markets and international markets. Part of the program teaches you how to formulate your own marketing plan that includes writing marketing objectives, marketing mix strategies. We're doing a ton of digital in this program, so how to integrate digital marketing and social media into a marketing plan, and understanding the new various platforms and technologies. So really lots to cover. The other comment that I wanted to make here is George Brown actively works with industry partners, and what this does is it helps to make sure that our curriculum is really aligned to industry needs and provides students with a real hands-on learning experience through in-class projects, field education opportunities, and those types of things. So let's spend a little bit of time and talk about the keys to success for students in this program. And so I've listed several of them here, and these are really what we have recognized in our students that are most successful. So the first one we've got here is a passion and affinity for marketing. And we really find that students that have the most success in this program really love marketing. They're the ones that are looking for opportunities outside the classroom to connect with this discipline, whether it be through, reading and really being tapped in at what's going on and what's hot in the industry, those that network, participate in extracurricular activities that have to do with the field of marketing. Really, students that don't just want an in-class experience, but that are looking to build their skills outside of the classroom are the ones that we find that are most successful. In terms of some of the more practical skills, it's a heavy course load, so being well organized, attending class, actively participating, in your classes and courses. The ability to be able to work independently and in teams proves to be very, very crucial in this program. Marketing has a real focus on soft skills as well as technical skills. And the opportunity to practice both of these is really available throughout the program. And the other thing that I've got here is really staying current in terms of what's happening in the marketing industry. This will also really help you to guide you and lead you to be successful in the program. We've also really found, and I've already alluded to this, that our most successful students are the ones that really look for opportunities to develop their marketing prowess outside of the classroom as well, and really getting involved in and out really leads to success. Now, in terms of the program specifically, there's 3 different programs that I'm going to be talking to you about that are all undergraduate marketing diploma programs. Now, depending on the program that you choose, you have 4 to 6 semesters in the college. And the 2-year program is 4 semesters, the 3-year program is 6 semesters, and then the 3rd program is an opportunity to add a work experience option. So depending on which program you choose, depends how long you're going to be in school. All of our programs have intakes in September, January, and May, so 3 different opportunities to start these programs. Now, in terms of your course load, you'll be taking 6 to 7 courses per semester, which translates into a total of 18 to 21 hours per week of class time. Now, of course, on top of that, you will be needing to spend time outside the classroom working on assignments, studying for exams, reviewing content, that sort of thing. Now, I did want to make a comment. I know that 6 to 7 courses per semester seems like a lot, and it is. It definitely is. But although we recommend this is the courses that you take to get out of the program in 2 to 3 years, it is not mandatory that you take all of these courses per semester to stay in the program. There is some flexibility given many of our students have jobs and find the workload quite intense. And there's also some wiggle room if you fail a course or do not meet the GPA requirements. So keep that in mind if you're looking at the intensity of this program and thinking, oh my gosh, I won't be able to handle this workload. There is some flexibility within this schedule. Now, in terms of when you'll be in class, the majority of the courses happen Monday to Friday between 8 and 6. In very limited circumstances, you have some opportunity to take courses outside of these class hours, but you can complete the program in its entirety during sort of Monday to Friday. We do have course-based registration for this program, which means that students build their own timetables based on their schedules. In most cases, there are several different options in terms of courses that you need to take. You can take them. All that to be said, we do register on a first-come, first-served basis, so there are some cases where you might not get the time slot that you want, but there definitely is quite a bit of choice in terms of building your timetable to help our students be able to work around part-time jobs and those types of things. So something to keep in mind. So let me just talk in a little bit more detail the 3 different diploma level marketing programs. So I'll start with the B120 program, which is the Business Marketing Diploma. This is the 2-year program. So 4 semesters, 2 years, 27 courses to graduate, 23 of them mandatory, 1 is a business elective, and then there are 3 general education electives that go along with this. Now, in terms of the 3-year program, The code is B108 or B158 if you're doing the marketing work experience. And this program is 6 semesters, so 38 courses to graduate, 31 are mandatory. You've got some more elective choice here, 4 business electives as well as 3 general electives. And if you choose the work experience option, then you would add a couple of work terms to your 6 semesters as well. What really differentiates the 3-year advanced diploma from the 2-year diploma is the additional opportunity for hands-on learning, as well as the opportunity to get into subject areas of marketing that you might be more interested in. So let's say you really think you want to become a digital marketer. You could take some more courses in that, some electives. If international marketing is something you're interested in, research, advertising, strategy. This really gives you the opportunity to go a little bit deeper into some of the facets of marketing. And as well, you can also expand your horizons with some additional general business electives to complement that. Now, the B158 program is the work experience stream. So then again, you will have your 4 terms in school, and then you will have, your 6 terms in school, and then you will have 2 terms that are work terms. As well, you need to take 1 additional course that is required in 3rd semester. One other thing that you want to note is you need a 3.0 GPA to participate in work experience semesters. This translates to about a 75% average. So it is something to keep in mind that if the work experience terms are things that something you really want to do, you really need to keep those grades up in order to qualify to participate in the work experience. You'll notice on this slide just some of our current work term employees. I thought it would just be helpful to share this list so you can see the diverse range of companies that students have the opportunity to work with. There are many different sectors represented here, from finance to arts and entertainment, sports, not-for-profit, as well as opportunities that are represented both on client side or advertising agency side. So really, the work term office at George Brown does a great job to provide students a diverse range of options to consider, and really can do a great job in marrying with your in-class education in terms of preparing you for your time outside of George Brown College. So something we always encourage our students to think about when they're choosing their stream at George Brown. Now, the next thing that I wanted to share with you is the pathways for the programs. So you can see the different types of courses the program offers. Now, I'm not sure, it's pretty small font. Hopefully you guys can read this, but you'll notice from this list that there is a wide range of business courses that students need to take. This is a business administration marketing diploma. So the focus is overall business, and then the stream is a marketing stream. So you don't focus 100% of your studies on marketing. And we find it really important for our students to understand many facets of business and then realize how marketing fits into this. So that being said, you will be taking courses in things like accounting, mathematics, computers, English, economics, organizational behavior. All these subjects really round out your business administration education, and then you ramp things up on the marketing side of things. Now, if you decide to take the 3-year course, whether it be the B108 or 158, you'll have the opportunity, as I'd mentioned earlier, to dig a bit deeper into some more specific marketing content. You get to take an additional 5 electives of your choice, and we find this year really works well for students that want to get into specific areas of marketing and have interests that they want to explore further and have the opportunity to hone their skills in. So just a couple of extra mandatory courses, and then I said, as I'd mentioned, lots of electives. This slide here is just a sample of some of the business electives that we offer in the marketing program. You know, one of the competitive advantages of choosing George Brown over other college marketing programs is we offer the widest selection of electives. And we find this really allows students to focus their studies on the areas of marketing that they're most interested in, whether it be advertising or retail or digital and marketing research, just to name a few. And, you know, I've made this point a few times, but we really pride ourselves in this program to give the students the opportunity to really figure out the type of marketing they want to get into, as marketing is such a wide discipline. Now, I also wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk about some of the other extracurricular opportunities available in the marketing program. And these are just some examples, some of the more popular examples. So we do participate in some different case competitions. So I've got the Vanier College Case Challenge listed, which is a national competition that both universities and colleges across Canada are invited to, and George Brown consistently does very well at this competition. Our speed mentoring nights are also very popular. These are evenings where industry marketing professionals come to the college to meet with students to discuss career opportunities and give advice based on their own knowledge and experience. I've also listed Enactus here. This is an organization, a student-run organization at George Brown, which is a great way to get involved. These student-run programs work with real companies with a focus on entrepreneurship and help them solve specific problems, and they work on business and marketing plans, but really just a wonderful organization, and students that get involved in Enactus often leave our walls and are very successful out in the real world, given the experience that this gives them. Just another great extracurricular is the Ontario Colleges Marketing Competition. Typically students in 5th semester participate in this, where students from all across Ontario get together and participate in a case-based competition. And we offer also a business elective that you can take prior to competing to prepare you for this event. So certainly lots of different options in terms of extracurricular. I did want to mention that there are many, many ways to get involved at the college. I've just given you a snapshot of some marketing specific opportunities, but along with that, there are numerous clubs and sports teams and events that keep the students involved outside the classroom. So definitely something to consider. Now, the next thing that I wanted to cover was career and postgraduate study opportunities after you have completed the business marketing programs at the college. Graduates from George Brown can find themselves being really well positioned for a wide range of marketing opportunities. And some examples of the types of businesses and industries that our graduates end up working for are advertising agencies, media companies, marketing consulting firms. We've got graduates in telecommunication and digital marketing, retail, finance, government, not-for-profit, small business. So there really is such a wide array of career opportunities once you leave the school. Some common job titles: account managers, marketing coordinators, brand coordinators or ambassadors, sales associates, customer service, financial service. And again, these are just to name a few. But lots of different career opportunities. I just also put together this list of where some of our current GBC graduates are in the industry, and you'll notice from this list that there are some very large, recognizable companies that currently have GBC marketing grads working for them. And that being said, there's also many opportunities at small and mid-sized companies as well. I also wanted to mention that beyond working in industry after your 2 or 3 years, some of our graduates choose to further their education. At specifically George Brown, we offer a wide range of post-diploma marketing programs for graduates that want to specialize. So I've got a couple of listed up here: sport and event marketing, digital media marketing. So this is when the student wants to dig even deeper and get an even more specific education along with a work experience component as well. These programs are 12 months, 2 semesters in class and 1 work term. And we definitely have a handful of students that go from our undergraduate programs into some post-diploma education at the college. Some also choose to complete a degree. So for example, if you graduate from the 3-year marketing program at George Brown with a 3.4 GPA or higher, you immediately can go to Ryerson and in 2 years complete a university degree. So within 5 years, you'll have your college diploma as well as a degree from Ryerson. And this is a popular pathway for a lot of our students to follow. As well, we have articulation agreements with universities in Michigan, Australia, Scotland, all with slightly different requirements and slightly different programs. Often our graduates decide to do more studying, and that can lead you to a great path as well. And I wanted to share this information with you to let you know that going directly to work after your marketing diploma is not the only option. So something to keep in mind. So I just want to close by saying that, the marketing program at George Brown College really allows students to get an immersed experience in a business marketing environment. Given our location and proximity to industry, you get to see marketing all around you. And this is really a competitive advantage for us. It allows us to have strong connections with industry. We're able to offer our students opportunities to interact and connect with marketing companies throughout their time at the college, and really offer some leading edge curriculum that is delivered by professors as well as industry professionals. So I hope this presentation has given you a sense for what a marketing diploma education looks like at George Brown. I've put my contact information up along with my colleague Adrian Bond. We're both these 3 programs, as well as the business office. So if you've got any questions at all, then feel free to reach out and we can answer any specific questions. Now, I think some people might have had some questions. Adam, I think you were going to sort of facilitate a little bit of a Q&A. And at this time, if anybody's listening and has questions and wants to put them in the chat bar, feel free to do so.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Lori. That was a really, really awesome presentation. And so we haven't had any questions that have come through while you were presenting, but we just got one right now from Leo. Is it possible to do an MBA after a 3-year program?
So my guess would be probably not. My understanding in the Canadian market that most MBA programs would require a university degree to do that. Now, that being said, I would not discount the Ryerson option because most MBA programs, you've got to do a 4-year university degree to get into an MBA. So you're really just adding the 5th year at Ryerson for you to be able to pursue this as an option. So I would say probably not possible after a 3-year program here, but more possible if you went on to get a university degree, sort of trampolining off your time at George Brown. Okay, great. Well, if there are no further questions, then just another thank you for participating in the session today. And again, we're available if something comes up. And good luck with your decision making, and we hope to see you at George Brown.